back dance Geek Fan with too easy for jabs. He wanted to bring Estes back into the meta. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out.
Yeah, and I think when you talk about Estes, it's always between Estes and Rafaela, and most of the time it's just Rafaela coming a bit more on top because early on she does provide slightly more, but those two heroes have yet to see success in domestically, and I don't expect them to come out anytime soon unless it's like those Game 3 Fiesta where everyone just throws out their comfort pick. But we can start out with a Diggy ban from Todak and Resurgence. They will take out the link.
Yeah, previous seasons as well, I think Indonesian teams, they will love prioritizing for picking the Rafaela as well. So I agree that the movement speed and the slow does help up in the pre-4 stages here. However, now Carmilla being banned, Diggy as well, Ling also respecting the power of what Todak is going to be bringing off here. But that's the thing, right? Todak Nanas is known for his Franco as well as his Mincitar.
Is picking.
Do you think we're gonna see a Franco pick here? Because it's been a while since we've seen Franco. Maybe yesterday's game, but that's about it.
Yeah, Franco, yes. Mincitar, I know. I feel like Mincitar is just way too weak.
That's the thing. Todak is the only team that plays it. Like even the previous season, they were the only one of few teams that actually picked the Mincitar to deal with Arif here. But at the same time, we do see the Farsa being prioritized here from side Todak and Grok, and also the Selena being picked from side Resurgence.
Yeah, no surprise from Resurgence right there. This is like the two obvious picks that I've already kind of foresee Resurgence picking if the Farsa comes out. Like again, Resurgence, they are fine with giving the Farsa away. We have the Tuan Farsa, so if we're that good at Farsa, we definitely know how to deal with a Farsa. Todak now, they're gonna go with the jaw hit and the carry.
Yeah, this is gonna be X-ray jaw hit potentially here, but at the same time they have the flexibility here to make it towards the pause 4 jaw hit. But Resurgence, what is gonna be their reply here? But like you said, the Selena to deal with the Farsa is great, but I like this Valerie pickup here from Resurgence because this time, I think in the previous game as well, Envy played a very similar draft, but it just didn't work out for Envy. But I feel like Resurgence has a better understanding of those drafts themselves, and they can actually pull it off a better synergy here. Like the Valerie to deal with the jaw hit, the Selena to deal with the Farsa. But what's next? Because right now, Todak, how do they deal with these two annoying magical damage here? And jaw hit doesn't exactly have very, very strong magic or physical defense here.
I think you are looking at maybe a Lolita. I don't think.
Yeah, the Lolita, right? Yeah, the Lolita.
Because they did ban out the Hayabusa. Respect ban to LY4. LY4 had played an amazing Hayabusa yesterday. Resurgence, they banned out the Harif, one of Moon's hero, and they picked the Granger for himself.
So what is going to be in the pool here? Todak. They
need another tank.
They need 2 tanks, I guess. Like, yeah, I agree. The Lolita is going to be a great pick here if they go for it, but it seems to be they're going to go for Terizla. Okay.
Terizla Kaja. Actually, it's kind of
resilient.
Terizla. So it's a support Farsa.
Your team is picking.
No, okay. It's an offlane Farsa. It's an offlane Farsa.
Oh, wait, yeah. Just
support jaw hit.
Okay.
And then main tank
Terizla. Okay.
Okay, this draft is coming from MPL Indonesia. Like, I saw the Terizla before they picked it. It worked out a little bit, but eventually they fell off a little later on. But I don't know, man. I kind of like Terizla. I know Gideon will love it.
Okay, yeah, Gideon loves Terizla.
Yeah, Gideon loves Terizla, but after the recent patch, I never loved Terizla anymore. Like, when he first came out, amazing hero. They nerfed him hard, and I was like, yeah.
Terizla was picked once as well, just as this. I think that was, I'm not sure if it's a winner or loss. There are so many heroes there are a couple of heroes, Estes, Terizla, Marsha, they will kind of pick a few times, so the data is kind of lost in this heap of record I have. But before I search in the archives, let's take a look at what these two teams have to say to each other.
To Todak, based on past seasons, second place curse is real. We will meet in finals and take the trophy from you.
RSG, kalau kita orang curse, kau pun curse juga sebab korang kau tak pernah menang pun.
Oh, what was that? Oh, the curse, second place curse is second is still better than nothing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if we fact check, then Todak wins. But you know, Todak say that Resurgence keep changing, but they never win, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is the proving ground. The game is ready though. We'll see if Resurgence can zip Todak's mouth, or will Todak prove them wrong.
Okay, I'm looking forward to see how A1 is going to be playing this year, but seems to me it is going to be a Farsa support. Okay,
It's a
looks like it's...
sync Lancelot.
Huh.
Huh.
Wait, what?
Against the Farsa, I like it. I actually like it.
Okay, it's nice, but at the same time, I rarely see Sync play Lancelot, even on his streams.
I expected a Gusion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's okay.
Okay, it's interesting, but the flame shots are coming in from inside Todak. They're going to go for the poke damage. There seems to me they're going to be relying heavily on Moon getting up this Sicilian stacks here. So Todak's going to be focusing on protecting them here. Todak, ooh, almost steals the Bulbasaur.
The flame shot from Jason actually secured the spirit, the River Sprite. Oops, Sana almost blocking X-Ray in. It's fine. Sana getting control of that bottom jungle, of that camp at least, forcing X-Ray to go into lane with only half health. So the Grog doing his job.
Oh, Jason is looking for a bait here. They are going to be camping this out, hoping E1 takes the bait, but seems to me he's going to be clearing the quick waves. Arrow does not connect. E1 tries to overstep. Nice dodge there from Sing, but A1 is still just so tanky right now.
Todak, they're coming in for the collapse, and it seems like Jason, they call out same as Sing as well. Sing's the dash to safety, but not Jason. Jason's gonna die, but Todak will not let Sing go. 2 kills for Todak.
Nicely done there coming from Nernas, playing it super patient on Farsa. Eventually got under stun, and now looks like Moon is going to be focused down, but the Sanguine Claw will push back his ZP, but LY4 from the sides takes him down, and that will be a dead Moon here. But now A1 getting juked out pretty hard. KZP is going to burst down the Terizla as well, and not really a great matchup against Valir, considering that Terizla does have very minimal mobility.
Yeah, and Resurgence with a great answer, so they get 2 kills as well onto Todak, and that means that Todak expecting a bit more out of that win, but Resurgence with a good answer. So right now, Resurgence, they're going to do what they always do, even though it's not as aggressive as how they play in the previous games that they have played. They're still trying to get control of particularly a single lane, and I think this one is going to be the top lane.
Yes, but speaking of which here, now LY4, he's a little bit too far off here, and based on past history as well, LY4 has been the type of marksman that is extremely greedy in terms of farm here. So if Todak doesn't slow down their progression, or maybe even try to punish him here, they are going to be in some serious trouble here coming from Todak.
Yeah, and I agree with that point. LY4, no matter what position you put him in, you give him a bad game, he can still get the farm. So Resurgence has this insurance where their marksman can definitely recover from any situation, and that's the scary part about Resurgence, but better airstrike does come in though. LY4 caught out as well. KZP will be taken down by the barrage of airstrike from Todak.
Nice shot there coming in from the Nas as well with the flame shot to secure the kill. And now 3-2 here, they're going to be transitioning into Turtle as well. They took out KZP, so this tank is not going to be in the vicinity to help out. However, X-Ray still going one-on-one with Sana, and seems to me Jawhead is just having the best time of his life.
And Sana is just going to keep sticking in that top lane. And by the way, this Grog actually went for the sprint instead of a flicker. So we'll see what Resurgence can do. But they caught someone from the side of Todak. It's going to be Moon, and Moon will be taken out as well.
Yep, and Arrow is nice, but Resurgence now, despite having the turtle loss here, they can try to salvage the fights here. But A1 is just making sure that they do not lose towers down on the bottom here. Arrow almost connecting, but the Arrow from the sides connects onto him, and Chico needs to back the heck out here. And here comes LY4 missing the first, second, and third shot here, but now Chico will get focused down instead and gets punished with that aggression. Nanas with the saves.
LY4, he could have rolled backwards, but he decided to tumble forward. A slight mistake from LY4, a bit of greed like you mentioned. But
LY4 could have gotten the kill, but at the same time, you have to give credit to Chico because he sidestepped that perfectly.
yeah. And credit to Jason as well, that prediction with the Abyssal Arrow. I'm not sure if it's intentional, but it's definitely, it definitely could have been a kill. Slight mistake from LY4 right there, and they also lose Sync. Actually, will finish him off in a solo kill situation.
Yep. At the same time, now they're going to be focusing on the top towers as well. Todak finally kicked back in action here. But here comes the arrow coming from Jason. He connects as well. Can he take the kill? Yes, he will. And Chico gets punished for it. But from the sides as well, here comes KZP and LY4. They want to kill off Moon here. They're sticking side by side, and Moon can't exactly do the damage that he needs here. He needs to keep his range, but X-Ray will pay with his life. His second shot is there. One more HP, and they will get the trade-off. Another flame shot being thrown as well, but KZP can't seem to kill him off. But somehow, Moon manages to survive that.
Yeah, the Sanguine Claw from Moon, managing to get a counter kill onto Jason as well. But X-Ray with the body block, that was definitely well done to protect this Sicilian. So this is probably the game where Todak and Resurgence have been going through. Todak have never played this game so far, this kind of game, and They definitely have shown improvement, but Resurgence not as aggressive as they were. Maybe Todak is their kryptonite.
Maybe. They were top 2 for a reason, and we made it the top 3 as well for a reason. So Todak, they're back in action here. This is much more a calculated game here, and I'm liking what I'm seeing here. But Jonas now going for the ejector potion here, but Jason getting caught out here. Moon, they want to finish him off, but here comes the flame shot, and the Forza ultimate will finish off Jason. Todak will snipe him off. Now the turtle is going to be focused down as well as Resurgence. They have no answer to this here because Sing currently on the land slot. It's pretty underfarm. He needs those kills, but KCP going to try and buy a little bit time here. But unfortunately to say, they can't seem to finish off or kill anyone from side Todak right now. With A1 now recently getting the Queen's Wing.
Yeah, it is definitely the Todak that I was waiting to see since week 1, and they are definitely showing up with their draft and with how they are playing against Resurgence, because I believe from what we've seen on paper, Resurgence is definitely the stronger team. Sana trying to get out, but what a interaction from Nernas, and Resurgence will go down.
Yep, nicely done there coming from Todak, but still, what was that? How did the Grok's ultimate get cancelled with Forza just running in his face? It's weird.
Was it a stun or
No, like it's not supposed to cancel that.
Yeah,
Weird.
definitely a weird interaction.
That is weird. But yeah, at the same time here, Todak gonna be taking control of the situation. But at the same time, Resurgence, they are trying to buy time for Sing to come up online, but they can't seem to go for the split push potential, and it seems to be Resurgence. They are struggling to get those kind of pickoffs here because like they don't exactly have an idea what Todak is actually doing though.
And Resurgence, and for the first time, they are being put to the test because they have been dominating every single game that they played. But this is probably the test that they will have to try and overcome, playing from behind, playing from a deficit, playing the long game instead of actually just farming heroes instead of creeps. But so far, they're doing pretty well in that department.
They're playing A1 on the offlane position here, and so far, Resurgence has not been punishing here. Game Sam's coming from Todak as well. They're always assisting them here, but now RSG, they're going to go for the aggression here because just seeing Todak is going to be pushing up top. They're going to go for Sana. Looks like they will not kill him here, but he will definitely be zoned out. The tier 2 on top is going to be get taken down, but once again, A1 is down below and they can't seem to kill him off. Sing, be side by side, they're going to be focusing on the tier 1s instead, ignoring A1 completely, but it's dropped to half health. Queen Wings available. Here comes LY4, here comes Ultimate as well. He's going to swipe his way through, but he does so tanky just because he had a Queen Wing, but A1 eventually gets taken down, but off the sides as well. RSG, they're getting killed left, right, front, and center, and Chiku retaliates by taking down LY4.
Holy cow, the Terizla, the burst damage, the execute damage is so much. They actually kill off LY4 in the process. I was expecting Resurgence to win out in that trade, but I guess not. It's 2 for 2, and the assassination for both Chiku and X-Ray onto the bot lane collapse was definitely well worth it.
Look at this, Husky. Like, A1 actually opted to go for the Queen's Wings as the first item, and that's probably why he's super tanky in this kind of situations here. And not to mention, he is playing the tank position, but they are actually switching up their roles in the offlane department from time to time. And I like how Todak is able to efficiently switch up the roles. However, this is not what they were looking for. The arrow does connect X-Ray, and he somehow survives, but no, he will not. One last tap, it will go down.
Sync with the flame shot, hitting bullseye, killing off X-Ray. And if you're playing Terizla, you just need to survive. The lower your health is, the tankier you are. But I like how LY4 is itemizing. He went for a BOD straight, so that you can kind of cut through the Terizla slightly better. However, Resurgence is still on the back foot though. And they are coming back with good response, so they're definitely not out of this game just yet.
Yeah, and not to mention as well, I think yesterday we had the top 5 highlights up. Sing was one of the highlights as well because his flame shot is so precise. And, you know, despite being the mother of Fasa, as the terms of the, I think the community chat is saying as well, flame shots like that, no surprise for him to get a kill. However, LY4 might get punished from here, and LY4 forced to pop the ultimate here to back off as a Moon slowly but surely getting huger by the minute up on this Sicilian with 3 deaths. Despite having 3 deaths here, he's able to get a little bit more damage dished out from side Resurgence.
Yep, smart move from LY4 to get to roll away the safety with that Rondo and Death Sonata. Todak wanted to get a catch in the jungle. They didn't get one, but they do steal the buff away. So Sync Also, the first time that he's been put on the back foot, and it's not on the mage, it's on the Lancelot. I want to see how he recovers from this, because Lancelot definitely is those heroes that needs a snowball, and he's not getting that benefit.
Yeah, and not to mention split push as well, but at the same time, Resurgence Sana will be going back off a little bit here. Todak going to be pushing RSG back towards the middle tower again, and this middle tower between both these teams here is such an annoying factor because it just controls the map so strong, and they want to take this down, but they can't seem to, neither side is giving in to this.
Yeah, and Todak is also one of those few teams that plays a double mage composition, like the one that you kind of like. There's Sonata onto Nernas, but just sidestep that arrow, so not gonna go down just yet. But E1 tries to go for the engage to penalty zone, not gonna connect onto anyone. Chiku though dashes forward, pretty dangerous.
Arrow
Almost gets hit by the Abyssal Arrow, and both teams will disengage.
Nice poke and then poke here, but at the same time, Sing gets scouted out from X-Ray Z. He will get taken down. Now the Lord's gonna get focused down here. Nanas, not enough HP here. X-Ray gonna try to zone them out. A1 is gonna be from the sides as well. The penalty zone is still available, and Resurgence will not contest this here as Sing has fallen.
Yeah, I think, not sure how he got caught out there, but Lancelot definitely is easy to catch with Todak's lineup. Golden Staff up onto Chiku. Todak having a super good game. 6k goalie with the Lord charging down the top lane. Resurgence, the saving grace is that the mid turret is still up for them.
Exactly, at the same time here, A1 going to be clearing the middle side here as they want to focus on the middle tower. Coming in from Todak, but Resurgence, what is going to be the reply here? They catch off Nernas from the sides here. KZP with the stuns on the Valor. Manages to set up for the rest of the teams here. And now Todak, despite losing one member, they try to get a little bit cheeky, still on the buff. Yes, they will. A1 from the side with the penalty zone. Catches on the two, but no follow-up available. RSG somehow makes it out alive, but the Lord is going to be knocking out on the top side here. They need to focus on the Lord, and RSG, they're backing off. The arrow doesn't connect, and Todak, I don't think they want to come in, but look at Moon. Almost destroying Sing once again, but seems to me the Lord will go down. Nice damage here coming in from LY4.
Yeah, that was way too close. Todak will get the tier 2 mid. That's another comes in. It's on to Moon. Moon not going down just yet. Chiku as well, playing sidestep. KZP landing the flames. The damage is not enough. And I would say Resurgence, they were smart. They actually let Nernas clear out the way before engaging onto him to give Todak a false sense of security. Thankfully, they didn't lose anyone. Nernas has to cancel the ultimate to get out.
I like how Nernas is being very cheeky here. He knows Resurgence will always respond to his Feather Hair Strike. And he's just, you know what, casually opening up here. It's okay. I have a pretty short cooldown, so let's bait something out. And he immediately baits it out. A couple of flame shots, but that's pretty much about it here. But Resurgence, they lost that Lord fight here. Now they have to find a way to come back to this. Despite the economy deficit here, Resurgence is still playing on par. KC is still a very strong factor to worry about here. A1 going to be manning up for the team here. And the arrow connects. Oh, Moon!
Jason dashes right in. They get the kill, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade for now. I would say worth for Resurgence. They got the Sicilian at the cost of a Selena. Todak won't be able to push in as much as they want to. So Resurgence, they can definitely defend this.
Nicely done here coming from Resurgence here. That's exactly the target they need for, as Moon is slowly but surely hitting like a truck here. Despite having 4 deaths, he has not had any kills here because Resurgence perfectly understands the range of what Sicilian can do in terms of long range potential here. Just run in his face, and this Sicilian is not going to hit like a truck.
And I think Todak is going to focus a lot on LY4 if they can, because this Granger went for Retribution. So no Flicker, no Purify, easy to catch. You only have to worry about his Rondo in terms of mobility, and probably the ultimate, but that's about it. You can easily rush onto him if they want to, if they find a chance. But Todak, they are by no means out of this just yet. It's just a small pick-off. They still have a commanding lead.
Definitely. And at the same time here, Terisla, A1, because of the Queen Wing and the first item here, most of the situation is just almost unkillable at this point here. Resurgence is struggling to find those physical right clicks here. LY4 is pretty much the only one it, but Sync, I'm worried for Sync here because he's not doing a lot of damage to any of these team fights. Neither is the split push as well.
Yeah, Sync definitely struggling a lot. And Todak is also, I think they are kind of like Team Bosco, where they don't mind playing the long game. They can play a long game and make the best out of it. They actually love long games. It sure is tiring, but Todak excels at playing this kind of matches. Resurgence, this is the longest game they've played so far. They've always ended games within 8 to 12 minutes, but this game, 15 minutes in, I think we're about to hit critical mass in another few couple of minutes.
That's the thing, right? Like Selena scales off pretty bad into his later stage game here. Why not drag it out? And Todak, they know the Sicilian is strong, and I agree what you say. The longer this gets, the stronger Moon is. And if this game drags in 30 minutes here, Sicilian is pretty much a stronger version of Aldos here. But at the same time, you can see Resurgence, they are hesitating because of how scary Moon can be. But Sana will be leading charge, and Lord is going to be half HP. Are they going to be committing into this fight here? Resurgence, do you want to go? The arrow almost connecting, but the Lord is being dished out here as well. Do they want to reset this? Yes, they will. And Resurgence doesn't seem to get involved here. They force Toda out, but Toda, they want to go for the side penalty zone. Doesn't connect, but you can see Nernas from the side as well, trying to pick off KZP. But nothing much has happened. The flame shots are being dished out here, so pretty 50-50 trades coming from both these teams now.
What a great flame shot from Sync. E1 wanted to flick up penalty zone, but it got pushed back by the flame shot, cancelling his ultimate as well. While securing Sync his survival, because actually was about to ult him, couldn't get in range. Resurgence, well played. They cancelled the Lord attempt, but Todak, we know they will always try again. We've seen it a lot of times, and this is attempt number 2 on the Lord.
Oh, A1. Very, very cheeky here, but KZP as well scales really well into his later stage here. But right now, both teams respecting each other's damage output right here. But they are trying to set up here, coming from the side of Resurgence here for Jason's arrow. But Toda, they're just not biting here. They just want to contest this Lord. This next Lord team fight is so crucial, and both teams playing this extremely patient at the moment here. Sanguine Claw doesn't connect to anyone here. They're trying to use A1 as bait coming from Todak, and Resurgence, they're not biting here. They're setting up shop down south, but they're hoping to catch Nernas in the process here coming from Resurgence.
Yeah, Resurgence, just so much patience, waiting for Todak to make the first move. They don't mind waiting. They don't mind camping because they have the Selena. They have the Valiant. And now Resurgence, for the first time, gaining control of that Lord Pit. But Todak has a line that they can just rush in.
That's the thing. X-Ray is up top here. This immediately allows Resurgence to have the map control here. But I don't think Resurgence has the damage output to finish off the Lord extremely quickly here. 17 minutes at the pass. Todak playing this extremely patient as well. But you can see X-Ray is already in the middle stage of the game here. They're hiding the map here. But the Lord has begun. They're trying to bait some kind of plays. But seems to be Todak will be setting up the Lord first to try and pull it to the sides here. Whereas RSG kept waiting for the right moment to jump, but both teams refusing to batch at the moment here. But now X-Ray, they see the tanks here. KZP, are they going to set this up here? But seems to be Toda, they want to push it back here. They want to buy time. And they are going to go focus now. Chico going to be focusing a lot here. Sick, can he go for a steal? Sick gets focused down as well. He's actually stopping Reno, but Nernas getting focused down. Can he get a finish? The Lord being stolen from Resurgence. Oh no, Sana with the steals here. And he makes it out alive. Toda, all the effort for not get the consolation by Chico. Kill him off. Yes, he will. But it's 2-0 exchange and the Lord being taken down. But now, Moon, they're going to give chase here. KZP, super tanky. He's going to try and buy time for the rest of the teams here. He's still somehow survived. But look at this thing. He wants to go for dive. He gets the kill. The snipe from Sick. And he escapes this. They can't seem to catch him off. Moon, he needs the shot. Can he go for a dash? And he won't get it. Here's the retaliation. But here comes Jason from Resurgence as they want to kill off the rest members of Toda, and A1 will fall. Moon, the last man standing. What a play from Resurgence. What a comeback indeed, Husky.
The patience from Resurgence paid off. And Toda, that was the best chance. All it took was one fight. Resurgence, what a massive comeback. A great steal from Sana. They were able to get the kills, and Sync played out of his mind. He assassinated Nernas. He dragged so much time. Resurgence now with the lead. They are back in this game.
They have the damage here to finish off the Lord here. Look at this. Enhanced Lord's getting shredded by Moon and the Nas. And the game is not over yet here. They have a small win. They took the inhibitor away from Toda. But Resurgence, you can see, patience is a virtue here as they are going to be focusing down the rest of the players here. But Chiku unable to defend against this here, focusing onto Asana. But now Resurgence taking another tier 2 now.
And I'll say Toda getting a taste of their own medicine. They were known as the Lord Stealer back on the World Championship, but this is probably the first time they have the Lord stolen from them. And it's in the hands of Resurgence, a team that fears Todak, according to the interview. But of course, Todak still has a pretty decent chance of coming back because they scale so well into the late game. However, Resurgence, they've known to be patient. Now X-Ray called out.
He's gonna be in some trouble. Here comes the focus fire here, but do they want to commit this here? X-Ray pause the flicker here. Can he go for the finish here? Here the cycling clock catches on 3, but there's no follow-up. The wall is there as well. X-Ray is still alive, but the wall prevents him from escaping. But immediately you can see Todak, they're using that opportunity to go for the bait. They want to focus for the base rush here, but at the same time, Nas gets scouted out for the bottom side. Instant mass recalls here. You can see Moon trying to cancel off all the recall on the bottom side as well. He gets caught out. Is he going to be in trouble? Is he going to fight? The Winter Trunk gets buys a little bit more time. Can he go for the finish? They're all low, but the tier 3 gets focused. Here comes the base rush coming from Resurgence. They want to focus down, but Toda, they cannot go for it. And now the crystal gets focused down instead. Oh my goodness, Toda, they wanted to go for the base race, but it did not happen.
Resurgence made the better call and they win game 1. What a deserving win.